to episode number 30, which is entitled Personal Choice. And the reason why I'm naming this one here Personal Choice is because of the recent NFL policy concerning the COVID vaccination. Basically, they're not mandating, but they are mandating in a roundabout way that the players get vaccinated. And if you don't get vaccinated, you can forfeit your pay. Your team will have to forfeit the game. And the other team that you're playing, they're going to forfeit their pay. And on top of that, your team would have to pay the NFL for any revenues that's lost on that game. And what I think they're doing is you're taking away a person's personal choice to get vaccinated. I think that's a personal choice of an individual. If you want to get vaccinated, you get vaccinated. If you don't, you don't. But to go about a roundabout way to mandate that somebody do get vaccinated, that somebody does do something that they're not willing to do, I think it's wrong. I think it's totally wrong. Listen, I'm fully vaccinated. I actually believe that getting vaccinated is the easiest way for us to go back to being normal. Meaning gyms, restaurants, schools, movie theaters, concerts, any event where there's a large amount of people can open up and we can be around each other and not be afraid that you got it or she got it or they got it. And I think getting vaccinated, this is just my opinion, how I feel on it. So I'm not speaking for everyone, just for myself. I think being vaccinated, you're protecting people that may be more vulnerable in your life, i.e. your kids, i.e. your parents, i.e. anyone in your family that has an underlying medical condition. So not only is you protecting you, but you're protecting them, because God forbid if you get it and then you bring it back to them, you don't want to do that. And possibly they can pass away from it. I had a friend, I won't name him, a few months ago, we were talking about vaccination. It's around the time when I got my first shot. And he said, I don't want to do it. I ain't going to do it. So I was like, okay. But get it for the younger ones and the older ones in your family. Protect them against them possibly catching it. Because you can bring it to them and they catch it. And so, needless to say, he contracted. His mother contracted. And unfortunately, she passed away. So I'm with the NFL for trying to get people vaccinated, but the way they're going about doing it, you're forcing someone to put something in their body that they may not feel comfortable with. Then you gotta realize there's a lot of conspiracy theories and a lot of talk out here. Oh, this, that, and the third. So it's a lot. People are comprehensive. People are scared. And I understand that. But I think getting vaccinated, this is just my opinion, is the best thing for anyone to do. Now, should it be legislated or mandated in a roundabout way? No. You shouldn't force because you think it's right upon anybody else. That's what you think is right. Same way that I think it's right. And I put the shot in my body. That was my personal choice. But I think once you're forcing somebody or mandating somebody to take a shot, then you're doing it in a roundabout way. Because you're withholding funds, money they can earn. You're penalizing the team if you lose that game or any revenue on that game. Then you're penalizing the other team that ain't got nothing to do with it. So player B on his team doesn't get vaccinated, and he spreads it to his teammates and his coaching staff and the equipment manager and stuff like that. All right, that's an outbreak on that team. What do Team A has to do with that? Now, what I think the NFL doing with that, they divide and conquer. Players on both teams are within the union, the players' union. But what will happen with that is, if I stand to make $3.2 million for that game and I miss that money, I'm going to be looking at player A from such and such team and say, I'm losing out on my money because you don't want to take your shot. You understand? Or I'm losing out on hundreds and tens of thousands of dollars because you didn't get vaccinated. I think it's wrong to punish the other team. Then what about the players that are vaccinated? You're going to punish them for their money too? When they did the right thing, or they did what they thought was right for them, which is to get vaccinated, which is try to protect themselves and others from this virus. Then you're penalizing the teams for any revenue that you lose if they had to forfeit that game. TV rights, ticket sales, whatever. So basically you're putting the pressure on the teams to make sure that their players are vaccinated. The reason why I say that, because no owner going to have to pay back the NFL revenue that they lost on a game that your team had to forfeit. The owner dig in his pocket to pay that money probably once, probably twice. Then after that, he'll be like, come on, man, y'all guys gotta get it, y'all gotta get together. Y'all gotta really get it together. Because y'all costing me money now as an owner. Because you have to pay that revenue back to the league if the league lose money on a game that you have to forfeit. My personal belief is the best thing is to get vaccinated. But that's my personal belief. I can't put that upon anyone else. I can't force that upon anyone else. It's the same way the NFL shouldn't be trying to force it upon their players. You know, a friend of mine, we were talking, he said, well, Rock, that's my nickname. Rock, they played the whole season last year in the middle of the virus. And I said, yeah, that's true. He said, so why is it so hard, heavy-handed on them now when these guys play the whole season? While the virus was raging, the virus was going on. I said, well, maybe because they have a vaccine for it now and it can be hampered or controlled now. I think though what the league is doing is totally wrong. It violates a person's personal choice. It's making a person choose between their livelihood or the vaccine. And some may not believe in the vaccine. Some may, for whatever reason. That's their personal choice, what they think and believe in their heart. But to make someone get the vaccination, I think it's totally wrong. And you're talking, and I'm a person that's fully vaccinated. And I support vaccination. I believe in vaccination. But I think that's a personal choice. That should be someone else's choice. Their self-choice. If you believe I don't want to get vaccinated, fine. That's your belief. Now you run the risk of catching COVID-19. You run the risk of bringing it home to people. Their immune system may not be strong enough to fight it off. But that's your choice. I think for the league to sit there and mandate, totally wrong. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Listen, this is going to be one of my shorter podcasts. I really don't like to speak on this topic because it's a touchy topic. Like, share, subscribe. Hopefully this podcast can grow. And thanks to all my subscribers out there, what little bit that I have. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully this podcast can grow. Thank you.